Ready for your next comedian? Here we go. It is Melissa! Have fun, honey.
Hi, everyone. I'm Melissa, and I am a masshole. What's a masshole? Well, if you've ever been to Massachusetts and you're at a red light and the light turns green and you haven't stepped on the gas immediately, you probably have somebody beeping at you from behind. That's a masshole. Now, massholes run on Dunkin'. So take your medium regular. That's Jimmy. He's a member of the Ironworkers Union, hardcore townie, and he's hungover from the 12 beers that he slammed last night. He likes to lay on the horn hard. Then you have your large ice, extra cream, and 3 sugars. That's Fitzy. He lives with his mother. Can't keep a job, and he's 15 minutes away from losing another one. He likes to hit the horn in quick succession. Beep, 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 beep. Then there's your vanilla bean culotta. That's Denise. High school pregnancy sent her on the wrong path, but you guys, she's off the meth, and she has custody of her 4 kids who are screaming bloody murder in the back seat. Everybody needs to get the fuck out of Denise's way, and she only has time for 1 beep. Beep. Now, you gotta know, massholes are not born. We all go to MIT, massholes in training. Take me. I grew up in Malden, 10 minutes north of Boston. We have I like to describe it as a little like Good Will Hunting, but without the genius part. We have our own language there. PC means protective custody. A mutual fund is when you and your buddies pitch in for booze. And a bonus is when you win big off a couple of scratch-offs. A typical day in Malden for me would start out at the grocery store, where I would buy my day's essentials, a bag of Funyuns, a Diet Coke, and a pack of Marlboro Lights. Then I would go across the street and wait for my friends to pick me up, where I would be greeted by the sweet smell of urine and booze, wafting off our neighborhood drunk Norma the Bomber. When my friends picked me up, we'd head on over to see Pete the dirtbag, who'd buy us booze at the Packy for an extra $5. Then it was time to go cruising for parties. Hey, Sully, where's the party? Well, if you suck my dick, I'll tell you. Fuck you, Sully, you're gross. So I've been a little stressed out lately, you guys. So I decided to take myself on a little retreat to Kripalu in the Berkshires. If you're not familiar with Kripalu, it's where middle-aged white women go to contort themselves into yoga poses, bunk up about 17 to a room, and eat gluten-free meals made entirely out of cauliflower. In other words, my kind of place. So I go on a Friday night, and I stake my claim to a lower bunk because I'm no fool. I chatted up with Jolene, my bunkmate, who's from Minnesota, and she's missing her cat, Mr. Whiskers. I stroll the grounds, I have a vegetarian meal, and I do a little yoga to open up my heart chakra. And then I head back to my bunk, and it's lights out at 10, because I need to save my energy for Saturday, because, guys, Saturday is when it really heats up. It starts out with silent breakfast at 7 a.m., more vegetables. I fill my plate, and I'm alone with my thoughts. I think about beef. I have a beef with kale, actually. Not necessarily with kale itself, but more like with kale juice. Why is it necessary to juice kale? Have you seen a piece of kale? I mean, where exactly is the juice hiding in there? And why must we do this? I mean, if you want a vegetable, just eat a damn vegetable, you know? I call bullshit on the whole juicing thing. It's violence against vegetables, and I'm just not okay with it. So after silent breakfast, I head over to yoga dance. Sounds innocent enough, yeah? Little live drumming and instruction by Tomey with an I. Tomey is a little bit of a force. Now, she bills herself as a yoga teacher, but I think she's a cult leader. I think this because I'm in a room full of about 100 otherwise normal people who will do anything that Tomey tells them to. It starts with an awkward step touch, but it quickly graduates to something else. And Tomey starts saying some weird shit, okay? She's like, you have got to feel the music. You have got to feel your skin against the air. You have got to feel your muscles against the bone and let your body go. So I'm like, okay, I came here to relax. I'm gonna give it a shot. So I start getting into it. I feel a little ridiculous, I'm not gonna lie. But I look around and everybody's doing it, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna try. And then she says, I want you to meow like a cat. You're a cat. I'm like, no freaking way. I am not doing that. It's not happening. So all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, but I'm rubbing up next to Jolene like I'm Mr. Whiskers. And then out of nowhere, it comes like a hairball. It's like, and I never felt so free. I'm Melissa, and that's my time.
My fellow Boston girl. Maybe next time you'll say, and I